Painting eyes on minis is the bane for many a mini painter, but it doesn't have to be. In this video, I'm going to show you a simple trick to make this process a lot easier. Here we go. When using a brush to paint eyes, even the Kolinsky, which has a point, it's not going to change the fact that bristles on a paintbrush, fibers on the paintbrush naturally have elasticity. They're going to have a bend to it. So when they meet resistance, they're going to bend. I can zoom in closer here. You're going to see they bend. So, and that leads to mistakes, leads to splodgy or a large dot or pupil that you don't want. And so in comes the common household pin. I have a baby pin here, but you can use any pin. You can use a clothespin, even a tack, anything that is solid and has a very, very sharp point. And what we're going to do is that we're going to load up that point with a tiny bead of paint and deposit that bead onto the eye. Right, I have my pirate here. I've gone ahead and whited out the eye. Used Vallejo Sky Gray to do so. You can use Rakarth Flash. You can use any light gray. Doesn't matter the tone. I just would not advocate that you would use any pure white for the eye. The reason being that in real life, eyes aren't pure white. There are actually some shade of gray that's being picked up from the environment. It's not just pure white. So once that's whited out, what we're going to do is that we're going to take our pen and we are going to just lightly dab it into the ink. I've used Vallejo Model Color Black for the pupil color. You can use any pupil color that you want. Just that it's darker than the general skin tone of the mini so that it stands out. Eyes in particular on models are a focal point, and so we want to make that noticeable. Okay, so I'm just loading up the pen here, and we're going to make sure that it has a bead of paint on it. Let's get a bead. Okay, let's see. Okay, and now we're going to put one of our fingers near the end and just support it. And now we have maximum control over this, much better than a brush. And it may not go on, it's going to be very fine, but that's fine. We can stipple it in, slowly stipple in the eye. Okay, like the one. We're going to do the other. Slide it up the spear. Now we want to get the angle just right. Want to go almost at a perpendicular to the point where we're depositing that ink. That's all there is to it. I hope this makes painting miniature eyes a little easier. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more tips.